What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Easy Street from Easy Street Beats, man. And today what I'm going to go over is 3 different forms of stabilization. I have a shoulder rig, just a regular SteadiCam, and the DJI Ronin M. I'm going to give you guys some test shots and have you guys take a look and go over some pros and cons that I have of each and every one of the forms of stabilization I have, and give you guys more information, so stay tuned.
That probably Tango.
Yo, let them make this beat, boy.
So pros to the shoulder rig is that it's good for on-the-go shooting. It's really comfortable. You know, it just sits really well on the shoulder. You barely even notice it's there half the time. And another great thing about it is that you can carry it with you pretty much anywhere, as well as the SteadiCam. You can carry that pretty much anywhere with you and be perfectly fine. So some cons that I have for the shoulder rig is that it's not good for fast movement. As you can see with the jogging video, that definitely would not work out in any ideal situation. It doesn't really stabilize the walking movements either. That's a you know, kind of a big thing. You probably want to go to a SteadiCam if you're going to be doing a lot of walking with your shoots. Another thing is that it's not something you would use in tight spaces. With that shoulder rig, it's kind of about 2 to 3 feet away from your shoulder, just to give you, so you can look at the camera at the same time while you have it on your shoulder rig. So it's not really ideal in tight spaces where you probably only have that 2 or 3 feet there to shoot in. So in situations like that, you would probably want to use a SteadiCam over a shoulder rig and over the Ronin as well. The shoulder rig has its plus and minuses, but it's not one of my favorite things to use when I'm on set. However, the SteadiCam, that was one of my primary stabilizers for quite some time, actually. For, I want to say, upwards to a year I used the stabilizer, the SteadiCam I mean, and it's great for in tight spaces. It gives you a nice humanized feel, like somebody's actually controlling it versus a machine controlling it. And it's just overall a great stabilizer as a whole. Also, with the SteadiCam, it's very easy to set up. Like, it takes 2 seconds to set it up. If anything, it may take a little while for you to balance it out, but for the most part, once you have that it balanced out and you can mark your spot on your SteadiCam, you should have no problem with lining it up every time, unless you change out lenses and stuff. Like, I use the same lens for just about every shoot, so I don't really have to take time to actually rebalance it and do all that. So that's why I say it's easy for me to set up. It may not be as easy if you have so many interchangeable lenses, but for the most part, it still wouldn't take you that long to set it up. So yeah, the SteadiCam, one of my favorites here. Lastly, what I have here is the DJI Ronin M, which is by far my favorite out of the bunch. So I may sound a little biased coming in towards it, but it does have its cons as well. But the DJI Ronin, I would not have gotten it if I didn't feel like it was going to take my video production to that next level. And what I mean by that is that I have a lot more stable shots. I'm able to do a whole lot more with my shots than I would be with the SteadiCam or the shoulder rig. I'm able to get a different feel for my music videos. One thing I also like here is that it makes my job easy. It'll make your job easy as well. And it's just a great gimbal stabilizer. Probably the best. Another thing that I also like with the DJI Ronin is that it has a nice horizontal plane, so it's not like your like the SteadiCam where it's not swaying from side to side from time to time, which is great for different situations, certain situations. I've only had it for roughly 3 weeks now, so I haven't really perfected or used it to the best of its ability just yet. But I do know so far within these 3 weeks, it's definitely the best investment I've made thus far. And I've been doing this for 3 years now, so that'll tell you a whole lot. Now with the DJI Ronin, there is some dislikes I have about it. Let me tell you, when I first got it, I was so excited to go ahead and set it up and just run and gun with it. Nah, not gonna happen. You will need to take some time to set this thing up. And it wasn't, for me, when I set it up, it wasn't on purpose that it took me so long, but it was how I was setting it up. I had to look up tutorial videos, I had to do this, do that, and this, that, and the third. And then still, like, even with the footage that I just did there, I still feel like I'm missing a step as far as setting it up just right, perfectly. Like, I feel like, you know, with over time I'll be able to get it correct, but not correct, but I'll be better at setting it up and stabilizing it and balancing it before I actually go in and use it. If you can see in the footage that I had there, it was kind of doing a side-to-side motion almost when I was doing the speed walk and the jog. Now the slow walk, that's gonna be what I'm gonna use it mostly for, is the slow walk. Now if I want to do something more of a fast pace, I'll probably use SteadiCam. Just because it has a different feel. It feels a whole lot better when I shoot with the SteadiCam in faster situations. But overall, the Ronin slow motion slow walk slash the medium walk, that would be the perfect thing that I would use, the perfect stabilizer I would use for it. Another thing here is that if you don't have it properly balanced, it can go out of tune, and like when you're moving it, it'll be kind of hard for you to get it back in the right direction that you want to get it in. So I mean, just be on the lookout for that. Just make sure that you balance it correctly from the beginning, and you shouldn't have any problems with it. I'm gonna go back in and make sure I balance mine out correctly again, just because I looked at that footage there and I wasn't too happy with it. But overall, you know, it was better than the other two forms of stabilization. The DJI Ronin is not something that you'll be able to use right out of the box. It will take some time for you to perfect it. I'm only on week 3, and I feel like I'm just now getting the hang of it. But you know, it'd just be something that you would grow with over time. It's not something that you can just take right out of the box and feel like you're gonna shoot, you know, Spike Lee movies or Spielberg movies or anything like that. So just take your time with it, man. Learn it and grow with it. So if you guys like this video, please drop a like, comment below, share this video with all of your friends, and subscribe to my channel so I can keep you guys updated on how to be a better director slash videographer, man. It's your boy Easy Street Beats. I'm out.